Hi, Viv going live from York. Slightly late, sorry about that. But yeah, it's still close to 8 o'clock, so it's fine. Um, yeah, if you could put replay or new down below if you've never watched one of my lives, or replay if you're watching on replay, just so I know, that would be awesome. Um, so I'm sort of doing a bit from last week's live. So last week I was saying about how some people get really weird about competition. And it was so bizarre because today I went to the shops. I wasn't having a particularly good day. Um, so that was one thing. So I decided to go out with my daughter. I had something to take back to the shops. So I thought that'll cheer me up. And also we had to do the litter picking. You might have seen that my daughter's doing a crazy amount of litter picking at the moment, which is really cool. And I'm helping her with that. And we went to the Savers shop in Acomb. And I'm always looking for sort of that aloe gel stuff you can get. Hi Emma. The 99.9% gel, because I make a lot of my potions for my back and stuff with aloe gel. So it's always a good thing to have around if you're using oils. It's really cool. Went into the Savers shop to go and get something else and just asked if they had aloe gel. And she said, oh, no, 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 we don't sell that here, but hang on, let me have a think. And she went, oh, I think Boises sell it. Well, that's one of their competitors. So how awesome is that? Because obviously in my last live I was telling you about how I went to get a key cut and they couldn't do it at the shop. So I told them about somewhere they could send people if they couldn't cut keys, and the guy said, no, I wouldn't do that. So it just shows you there's some cool people out there who know that actually just being helpful is really awesome. So that was really lovely. But I also thought I'd talk a bit about, because I know a few weeks ago I did a live about language and how it makes a difference. I've also been talking about the Peter Sage book, which I'd recommend anybody read. The Inside Track is about a guy who was the only civil prisoner to be put in a B category prison, which is for like hardened criminals, but he was a civil person who should have been a D cat prison but got put in Pentonville, which is like one of the worst prisons in the UK. So he did a really cool thing which I really liked, to try and help new prisoners come in, just to change their mind. I know people call it mindset, I don't like that, but mind flow, or mind, the way they look at things. Hi Di, sorry, didn't see you there. So one of the things he did was write a story called Mud All Stars. And it was based on basically the idea of a person went to prison and at dusk they looked through the bars. Did they see mud or did they see stars? So it's all about like perspective, how you look at things. Do you look at things as your glass is half empty or your glass is half full? Because he said for prisoners, one of the biggest struggles he had being in that prison was keeping his sort of energy high so that he could remain positive, even though he was in an environment where he said the sort of vibration of everybody was really low. So he was trying to have his super high to try and drag other people up to be sort of on the same level as him. So one of the things he did was write a story based on that idea of, you can look at the positive, well, not the positives, but yeah, actually the positives, but look at, say, one of the people he spoke to was in prison because he'd hit someone and they'd given him like 9 months for aggravated assault or whatever. I don't know all the different terms. And he was feeling really down because he didn't think he was going to get put in prison. And Peter said to him, well, isn't it great that when you hit that guy, he didn't fall in such a way that you actually killed him, because he could be in here for manslaughter. So that idea of flipping your perception of what's going on. So I woke up this morning, wasn't having a particularly good day, and thought, right, I need to take my own medicine with this. So even that, I woke up this morning and didn't feel like I was having a great day. The day had only just started, so that idea of like not having a great day yet, which is what I'd said in one of my lives, and that I'm learning to start trying to bring that language into my everyday life. And I do struggle with it, which there you go, as another one, I struggle with it. No, I'm learning to change the way that I'm doing things. And it's a really difficult thing to do sometimes, to not keep in those patterns. And I do have sort of a slightly pessimistic pattern with my language and a slightly down way of looking at myself. So one of the things I was thinking of putting in place, and I already sort of have this, but it would be nice if I actually told the people who help me that, hi Mazza, that that, yeah, they can really help me with this, is sometimes when I'm feeling low, it's nice to get in touch with those people who know the similar things to that you know, who can remind you, like, look at your language patterns, look at the way you're looking at stuff. And I thought it'd be really nice to have like a bunch of friends called like the Circle of Support. And because circle I know begins with a C, but I like the idea of having my sort of SOS group, because circle it begins with a C, but it sounds like it begins with an S, for those times that you can just send out a little message saying feeling a bit low, and somebody can send you back a hug or whatever like that. And I know that Facebook's really good for that, although it went down yesterday. Did anybody notice? I didn't notice, but supposedly Facebook went down yesterday. And then also that idea of prioritising, which is what I said in a previous live. So when I was feeling a bit down this morning, I was like, right, I really need to prioritise taking care of myself. And what I decided to do was also prioritise taking care of my daughter. And we went out and we had a nice time, and I met that shopkeeper who reminded me there's awesome people in the world who do want to help you, even if it's sending you to their competitors. And it sort of restored my faith in human existence. So I just thought I'd share and do a little reminder of, you know, look at the way you're viewing, look at your perspective. Like, remember, are you the prisoner in that, looking through the bars, and do you see the mud, or do you look at the sky and go, wow, look at the stars? That just sort of lovely. I think that image of the way you can look at stuff in that way is really helpful if you're having a bit of a down day. And remember the sort of put yet if you say, oh, I'm not having a great day. You put yet on the end so that your brain goes, oh, so you want to have a great day. Awesome. So I just thought I'd do a little reminder of all those things, because I had to remind myself this morning, and I think sometimes we all need reminding of those things. So just thought I'd share that. Take care, everyone. Bye.